It's so different from when I first arrived to when the factory eventually closed down, because there were sheds down the back where I used to park my moped or my scooter, which has since been demolished. That was demolished years ago. Taking a walk around the factory, if I was to come up the backyard where I parked my bike, at the top end would be the ink stores, which was on your left as you approached the doors, the double doors. And after getting inside the double doors on the left again, there would be the stencil wash-off room. And beyond that would be the ladies and gents toilets. And then if you went to your right, it would take you into part of the cutting department and the sorting department, and the platens were there, the cutters. And there were store areas. When I first came, that first area there had 4 print machines, which were automatic machines. Everything was taken off and put into racks, wooden and metal racks. But moving on from there, one of the memories that I actually got today was of remembering the spiral staircase. There was a spiral staircase where the works office is now, that went up to the artists, which was quite brilliant. It really was. Moving on from there, once you come to the big doors, before you go into the main large area of the factory, on the left there was Chrissy's stencil department, and you had all the storerooms round the back. And going through the big doors, the dispatch area where Roy used to work in there, that was on the left. But there was a time when a dust-free area where high-tech printing, where you tried to keep it free from any dust so that it didn't contaminate the stuff that you were printing on, which had extractor fans in there, and it was a locked room. But that was demolished to make way for other things. And then upstairs was the large balcony, and beyond that there's another room above that, which was a kind of a storeroom. But Christine had, when I first came here, had a stencil department next door to the big machines at the top. And there were 2 women that used to look after the files, the negatives. That's a general walk around the factory in the areas that we were allowed to go into, really.
You just start off with doing little sort of jobs, but you think, oh, it's quite noisy in here, and all the machines are going. And anyway, we got down to it, and I was given a job. You put with people on machines. It was all litho downstairs, and they had these rollers at the back, and girls used to lay on a board at the top, and it used to run on a cylinder with all rollers, with all ink, and it was all sort of clanging and all sorts of noises. And a girl used to lay on at the top, and there was a cylinder that went round onto a plate and printed an impression of whatever transfers they were doing. And then a girl used to take off a sheet, and they used to have wooden racks, and you just put 2 sheets in a wooden rack and build it up till you got about 4 racks up, and then the machine minder would take them away, and you'd have these trays at the side of you, and you swing them round and put them onto a platform in front of you and put the sheets in one at a time and build them up as far as your arm could reach between things, and they'd be taken away. And at the end of the day, you'd probably have about 10 stacks all round you, about 5 foot high, with sheets of transfers in.